Vaccinations do not cause autism, but pollution just might. Hey guys, Tara here for D News, and thanks to the recent efforts of certain celebrities, autism has become one of the most widely debated diseases out there. There's a subset of people who like to claim that vaccinations are responsible for causing autism. Despite any evidence to suggest that that is actually true, there is new data published this week that suggests another cause could be to blame. Researchers from the University of Pittsburgh recently discovered that children with autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, are significantly more likely to have been exposed to high levels of certain air toxins at a very young age. This study looked at 217 families of children with and without ASD, spread across 6 counties in southern Pennsylvania. For each family, researchers used the EPA's National Air Toxics Assessment to estimate their levels of exposure to 30 different air pollutants known to cause endocrine disruption or neurodevelopmental problems. And after accounting for things like race, education, maternal age, and maternal smoking, the scientists noticed a clear trend. Children who were exposed to those pollutants anywhere from in utero up to age 2 were at a significantly higher risk of developing ASD. And there were 2 specific pollutants singled out in this study: styrene and chromium. Styrene is a chemical used in the production of plastics and paints, but it's also a byproduct of car exhaust. Chromium is a heavy metal that you typically see in air pollution around manufacturing, industrial, or power plants. Some of the other pollutants they looked at that also increased the risk of ASD were cyanide, methylene chloride, methanol, and arsenic, all of which can also be found in car exhaust and in or around industrial plants. You guys may recall last week I did an episode on how living within 50 meters of a major roadway actually increases a woman's risk of sudden cardiac death by 38%. Seeing as how the incidence of ASD has risen 8-fold over the past 20 years alone, it does stand to reason that an increase in production plants and more cars on the road could be at least partially responsible for a number of diseases, including autism. There was another recent study which found that mothers exposed to pesticides during pregnancy are more likely to have a child with ASD. So clearly, environmental exposure is a huge factor here and one that should be evaluated more closely. What do you guys think? Any thoughts on this? You can let us know down below in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for watching.